Have you ever noticed how some seniors seem to age gracefully, staying joyful, connected and full of life, while others grow lonely, bitter and tired? It is not just about how many wrinkles you have or how fast you move. It is about the small, unnoticed habits that shape your experience of aging more than anything else. As we grow older, subtle habits can quietly creep into our daily lives without us even realizing it. These habits do not appear overnight. They build slowly, almost invisibly, until one day we find ourselves feeling disconnected, unhappy, and wondering where it all went wrong. The most dangerous part is that no one talks about these habits. Society focuses on the physical changes of aging, but often ignores the emotional and social traps that can have an even bigger impact on our quality of life. But here is the good news. Once you are aware of these habits, you can change them. You can stop the silent drift toward loneliness and decline. You can rebuild your health, your relationships, and your sense of purpose. In this video, we will uncover 12 common mistakes that seniors often make without realizing it. These mistakes can quietly steal your joy, damage your health, and isolate you from the people you love. More importantly, you will learn simple, practical steps to reverse each one. No complicated programs, no overwhelming changes, just small intentional actions that can transform your life in powerful ways. Stay with us until the end, because understanding these habits might just be the key to unlocking a more vibrant, connected, and joyful chapter of your life. It is never too late to change. It is never too late to choose a different path, and it all starts with awareness. Let us begin this journey together toward a healthier, happier, more fulfilling future. Aging is a natural part of life, but how we experience it is not set in stone. Many people assume that growing older automatically means becoming weaker, lonelier, or less joyful. The truth is, these outcomes are not guaranteed. They often result from small habits and attitudes that go unnoticed and unchecked over time. When we are young, life moves quickly. We are busy working, raising families, building dreams. There is little time to pause and reflect on the habits we are forming. As we age and life slows down, those habits begin to show their true impact. What once seemed harmless can quietly steal our energy, damage our relationships, and limit our opportunities for joy. Without awareness, aging can feel like a slow surrender. It becomes easy to slip into negativity, stubbornness, or fear without even realizing it. You might tell yourself you are just being realistic, or that you have earned the right to complain or to resist change. But these attitudes can create walls that push people away and trap you in patterns that do not serve you. One of the biggest risks of aging without awareness is isolation. Relationships require effort, patience, and openness at any age. If you are not careful, small habits like complaining too much, refusing to adapt, or withdrawing from social activities can slowly disconnect you from the people who bring light and meaning to your life. Another hidden danger is the decline in self-respect. When we stop caring for our appearance, our health, and our surroundings, it sends a silent message to ourselves and others that we have given up. This mindset can accelerate both physical and emotional decline. There is also a mental trap that many seniors fall into, believing that change is no longer possible. The idea that it is too late to learn something new, to repair a relationship, or to improve health is one of the most damaging beliefs you can hold. It turns every challenge into a dead end instead of an opportunity for growth. Aging without awareness also makes it easier to carry old grudges, regrets, and unresolved pain. These emotional weights do not stay hidden. They influence your mood, your outlook, and your ability to connect with others. Over time, they can harden into bitterness and steal the happiness that still belongs to you. But the truth is powerful and hopeful. You can change these patterns. Awareness is the first step. By recognizing the habits that do not serve you, you gain the power to choose differently. You can let go of what no longer supports your happiness. You can embrace new ways of thinking, moving, and relating that bring vitality back into your life. Aging with awareness is about staying curious, compassionate, and courageous. It is about choosing to remain open to growth, even when it feels uncomfortable. It is about nurturing connections, honoring your body, and making peace with the past. The habits you choose today will shape the life you live tomorrow, and the good news is it is never too late to choose wisely. In the next section, we will reveal 12 common habits that often slip in unnoticed, but can have a major impact on your happiness and health after 60. Understanding them is the first step toward reclaiming the vibrant, joyful life you deserve. Negativity is one of the most common habits that quietly take hold as we age. Life brings many challenges: physical discomfort, changes in society, the loss of familiar routines. It is easy to feel frustrated and to express that frustration often. However, when negativity becomes a constant companion, it begins to erode relationships and personal happiness. Conversations filled with complaints or criticisms leave people feeling drained. Friends start visiting less often. Family members hesitate to call or share their lives. Even grandchildren who once loved spending time together may find reasons to stay away. Negativity also affects the way you see the world. It narrows your focus onto problems rather than possibilities. It makes the world seem colder and more difficult than it truly is. Over time, this mindset can lead to feelings of isolation, bitterness, and deep dissatisfaction. Fortunately, small changes can break this pattern. One powerful shift is to start each day by acknowledging something positive. It could be the feeling of fresh air on your face, a memory that makes you smile, or a phone call from a loved one. Choosing to see the good does not mean denying the hard parts of life. It simply means not letting them dominate your spirit. Another important tool is curiosity. When encountering something new or unfamiliar, such as new technology or new ideas from younger people, resist the urge to criticize. Instead, ask questions, show genuine interest. Curiosity invites connection, while criticism builds walls. When you choose positivity and curiosity, you become someone others want to be around. Your conversations lift people up instead of pulling them down. And most importantly, you will feel lighter inside. Your days will carry more warmth, gratitude, and joy. Changing your focus from constant criticism to genuine appreciation is one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself and those you love. Taking care of your appearance is not about vanity. It is about self-respect and the message you send to yourself and to the world. As we age, it can be easy to fall into the habit of neglecting hygiene or wearing the same worn clothes every day. It may start with small choices, skipping haircuts, avoiding mirrors, or saying it does not matter anymore. However, over time, these choices begin to impact how you feel inside. When you stop caring for yourself on the outside, you often start feeling less valuable on the inside. Your energy drops. Your confidence fades. You might even start withdrawing from social activities because deep down, you no longer feel like yourself. Neglecting hygiene and appearance can also affect how others perceive you. People are naturally drawn to those who show they value themselves. Clean clothes, brushed hair, and a little attention to grooming are powerful signals that say, I still care about life, about connection, and about myself. Rebuilding this habit does not require expensive clothes or fancy routines. It starts with simple steps. Take a few minutes each morning to get dressed in clean, comfortable clothes that make you feel good. Comb your hair, brush your teeth, wash your face. These small acts of care add up to a big emotional boost. Wearing a favorite color, a comfortable but stylish outfit, or even a small piece of jewelry you love can brighten your mood. It reminds you and everyone around you that you are still vibrant, still worthy, and still very much alive. By making the choice to care for your appearance each day, you send a powerful message. You are choosing life, you are choosing pride, and you are giving yourself a reason to smile every time you catch your reflection. Change is one of the few constants in life, yet as we grow older, it is easy to become set in our ways. Familiar routines feel comforting, old habits feel safe, new ideas or technologies can seem overwhelming or unnecessary. Without realizing it, many seniors fall into the habit of resisting change at every turn. At first, this stubbornness might seem harmless. You prefer your old television over a new one. You feel annoyed by smartphones and social media. You think the old ways were better and wonder why everything needs to change, but over time, resistance to change can lead to isolation. Families and friends move forward with new ways of connecting. Grandchildren send text messages and share updates online. New community events are organized through apps or websites. When you refuse to adapt, you slowly disconnect from these circles. The world feels farther away, invitations become fewer, loneliness can creep in. Staying open to change does not mean giving up who you are. It means keeping a bridge to the people you love and to the world around you. You do not have to master every new trend, you just need to stay willing to learn. Start small. Ask a grandchild to show you how to send a simple text. Try a new food you have never tasted before. Attend a local event you have never visited. Each small yes keeps your spirit flexible and alive. Embracing change keeps your mind sharp and your heart connected. It shows your family and friends that you value staying close to them, even if it means stepping outside your comfort zone. The truth is, life is always changing. When you choose to grow with it, you do not just survive, you thrive. Holding on to possessions can feel comforting. Every item carries memories, stories, and emotions. Over the years, it is easy to accumulate boxes of old letters, clothes that no longer fit, broken appliances, and stacks of papers you intended to sort through one day. At first, keeping these things feels harmless. They are part of your history. They remind you of people you loved and moments you cherished. But over time, clutter can quietly become a heavy burden. A home once filled with warmth can start to feel crowded and overwhelming. Simple tasks like cleaning, moving around, or finding important items become harder. The clutter grows not just in your home but in your mind, creating a feeling of being stuck, weighed down by the past. Clutter can also drive people away. Friends and family may hesitate to visit because they feel uncomfortable or even unsafe in a crowded space. You might feel embarrassed to invite them, creating even more isolation. Letting go of clutter is not about erasing your memories. It is about choosing which memories to honor and which items are truly serving your life today. Start small, choose one drawer or one shelf. Ask yourself honest questions. Do I use this? Does it bring me joy? Would I miss it if it were gone? If the answer is no, it may be time to let it go. Donating items that still have value can bring a sense of purpose. You are not discarding your past. You are sharing it, allowing someone else to build new memories with what once served you well. Clearing space creates room for new experiences, new joys, and new peace. Your home should be a place that lifts you up, not one that weighs you down. Choosing to release what no longer serves you is an act of love for yourself and for those you welcome into your life. Patience can feel harder to hold on to as we grow older. Bodies slow down, schedules become more flexible, and when others seem to move too slowly, speak too loudly, or make mistakes we would never have made, irritation can rise quickly. At first, small frustrations seem harmless: a sigh in the grocery store line, a sharp comment to a young clerk, a grumble about a family member not listening. But over time, these small moments of impatience can pile up. They create distance between you and the people around you. Loved ones may start to visit less often. Younger people may hesitate to engage in conversation. Even strangers can feel the undercurrent of frustration and choose to step away. The real cost of losing patience is not just in broken relationships, it is in the toll it takes on your own heart. Impatience fuels stress, it raises blood pressure, tightens your muscles, and leaves you feeling drained rather than uplifted. Practicing patience is not about pretending things don't bother you. It is about choosing a different response. When you feel irritation creeping in, take a deep breath. Pause for a moment. Remind yourself that everyone is doing their best, even when it is imperfect. Kindness often grows from small moments of grace: a smile instead of a frown, a gentle word instead of a sharp one, a willingness to give others the space to be human. By choosing patience, you build bridges instead of walls. You create a space where connection can flourish, and you give yourself the gift of a calmer, more joyful heart. Life is too short to spend it in constant frustration. Patience allows you to savor it, to find beauty in imperfection, and to stay close to the people who matter most. Sharing stories is a beautiful part of aging. You have a lifetime of wisdom, memories, and experiences that deserve to be celebrated. However, when conversation becomes one-sided, it can unintentionally push others away. Over-talking often begins with good intentions. You want to share advice, offer guidance, or tell a story that feels important. But when the balance of conversation tips too far, when there is little space for others to speak, people may start to feel unheard and disconnected. Family members, especially younger generations, want to share their lives too. They want to feel seen and valued. If they sense there is no room for their voice, they may pull back, choosing silence over conversations that leave them feeling invisible. Listening is a powerful act of love. It shows respect and it builds trust. It says you matter to me, and it invites deeper, more meaningful connections. Practice pausing in conversations. After sharing your thoughts, ask open questions like, how have you been feeling lately, or what is new in your world? Then listen without rushing to respond. Allow silences. Let people find their words. When you catch yourself interrupting or steering the conversation back to your own experiences, gently redirect. Remind yourself that real connection is not about talking more, it is about listening better. By giving others space to share, you strengthen your relationships. You create an environment where conversations flow naturally, filled with mutual respect and understanding. You do not lose your voice by listening, you deepen it. And through that deeper connection, you keep the people you love close, growing stronger together with each shared word. Independence is something to be proud of. It reflects a lifetime of strength, resilience, and hard-earned wisdom. However, when independence turns into stubborn pride, it can quietly isolate you from the people who care most. Many seniors feel reluctant to ask for help. They fear becoming a burden. They worry about appearing weak, so instead they struggle silently with tasks that have become harder, refusing offers of assistance and insisting they can manage on their own. At first, this determination might feel noble. But over time, it sends an unintended message to family and friends. It says, "I do not need you." It creates emotional distance. Loved ones might feel pushed away, unsure how to support you. The truth is, asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of trust. It invites connection. It allows others to feel useful, to share their love in practical ways. Helping you makes them feel closer to you, not burdened by you. Simple acts like accepting a hand with heavy bags, letting someone drive you to a doctor appointment, or asking for help setting up new technology are small bridges back to closeness. They show that you are willing to let others be part of your life in meaningful ways. It takes courage to admit you cannot do everything alone, but that courage opens doors to deeper relationships, greater ease, and a lighter heart. Choosing connection over isolation does not diminish your independence. It strengthens it, because true independence is not about doing everything alone. It is about building a life rich with support, trust, and shared joy. You deserve to be surrounded by people who love you. Let them in. Accepting help is one of the greatest gifts you can give both to yourself and to those who care. Saving money and being careful with spending are important life skills. They bring security and peace of mind. However, when frugality becomes extreme, it can quietly rob you of the joys and experiences you have worked a lifetime to enjoy. Many seniors continue to save every penny long after it is necessary. Fear of the unknown future makes them hold on tightly to their finances, even when their basic needs are more than covered. They deny themselves small pleasures, meaningful experiences, and moments of happiness because they are afraid to spend. This kind of extreme frugality does not lead to more safety. It often leads to more regret. Memories are worth far more than untouched savings. A lunch with friends, a trip to see family, or a new hobby can bring light and meaning to your days. It's important to remember that the purpose of saving is not just to survive. It is to live. It is to enjoy the freedom you have earned after years of hard work and sacrifice. You do not need to spend recklessly. You simply need to allow yourself to invest in your own happiness. Set aside a small amount of money each month specifically for enjoyment. Plan activities that make you smile. Say yes to new experiences. When you give yourself permission to enjoy life, you honor all the years you spent building a foundation of security. You show yourself that you are worthy of joy, not just survival. Life is happening now, not someday. Choosing to live fully is one of the best investments you can ever make. Generational differences are natural. Each new era brings new ideas, new technologies, and new ways of living. It can be tempting to compare the past with the present, often favoring the way things used to be. However, when conversations with younger people become filled with criticism or judgment, a silent wall begins to form. Comments like "back in my day" or "kids today do not understand" can make younger generations feel dismissed and misunderstood. Over time, this pattern of talking down can cause grandchildren, nieces, nephews, and even adult children to pull away. They may visit less often or share less about their lives, feeling that their experiences are not valued. The truth is, every generation faces challenges. Every generation creates its own solutions. While it is different from what you experienced, it is no less important. When you criticize, even gently, you risk making the people you love feel small instead of supported. The key to bridging the generational gap is curiosity and respect. When a young person talks about their interests, their technology, or their dreams, listen with an open heart. Ask questions like, "What do you enjoy most about that?" or "Tell me more about how that works." By showing genuine interest instead of judgment, you create a safe space where real conversations can grow. You affirm that you value them not just for what they know, but for who they are. Connection thrives on respect. You do not have to understand everything to offer your support. You simply have to listen, to care, and to celebrate the world through their eyes as well as your own. Building these bridges keeps your family strong. It keeps you connected to the flow of life as it continues to grow and change around you. Grudges and regrets are heavy burdens. They do not just stay tucked away in a corner of your mind. They affect your mood, your relationships, and your overall health. Carrying old hurts and disappointments quietly drains your energy and clouds your ability to enjoy the present. It's easy to replay painful memories over and over, wishing things had gone differently. It is easy to hold on to anger towards someone who wronged you years ago, but the longer you cling to these feelings, the more they trap you in the past and rob you of peace today. Forgiveness does not mean you approve of the hurt that was caused. It means you are choosing to set yourself free. You are choosing to reclaim your heart and your happiness instead of handing them over to a memory that cannot be changed. Letting go of regret follows the same path. We all have moments we wish we could redo, decisions we would make differently with the wisdom we have now. But punishing yourself for the past only steals your joy from today. One helpful practice is to write down your regrets or grudges. Put them on paper where you can see them clearly, then symbolically release them. Tear the paper, burn it safely, let it go in a way that marks a new beginning. Choosing forgiveness and acceptance does not erase your story. It honors it. It says, I have lived, I have learned, and I am moving forward with an open heart. You deserve a life that feels light, free, and full of possibility. You deserve peace. And it starts by loosening your grip on what no longer serves you, making room for what still can. Ignoring small health problems can feel easier in the moment. You tell yourself it is just a little pain or just a small change. You hope it will go away on its own. But often those small warnings from your body are early signs of something more serious. Many seniors avoid seeing a doctor because they fear bad news. Others think they are just getting old and there is nothing they can do about it. This mindset can be dangerous. Problems caught early are often easier to treat. Problems left alone tend to grow until they demand attention, often in ways that are painful and difficult. Your body speaks to you through symptoms. Fatigue, dizziness, memory changes, sudden weight loss, or new aches and pains are all messages asking for care. Listening to these messages is an act of self-respect and love. Routine checkups are not just about finding problems. They are about preventing them. Regular blood pressure checks, screenings, and basic lab work can catch issues before they become major. Early treatment often leads to better outcomes and a longer, healthier life. Taking care of your health is not about fearing death. It is about honoring the life you still have to live. It is about ensuring you have the strength to enjoy your days, to travel, to play with grandchildren, to savor the little moments that make life rich and full. If something feels off, do not wait. Talk to a doctor. Seek answers. Take action. Your body is your greatest ally in this journey of life. Treat it with the same kindness and attention you would offer a beloved friend. Your health is your freedom. Protect it, cherish it, and do not ignore the quiet whispers that ask you to care for yourself. As the years pass, it can be easy to focus more on responsibilities, routines, and worries than on joy. Life feels heavier. You might stop seeking out laughter. You might convince yourself that fun is for the young, that your time for lightheartedness has passed. But forgetting to invite joy into your life is one of the saddest habits to fall into. Laughter is not just entertainment, it is healing. It lowers stress, boosts immunity, strengthens relationships, and refreshes your spirit. It reminds you that even in a changing world, beauty and happiness are still within reach. Joy does not have to come from grand adventures. It can be found in small, everyday choices. Listening to your favorite music while making breakfast, watching a funny movie with a friend, playing a simple game with grandchildren, even dancing around the living room when no one is watching. Choosing to seek out laughter keeps your heart open. It invites connection. It builds resilience. It reminds you that life is still vibrant, still worth celebrating, even with its imperfections. If you find yourself stuck in seriousness, ask yourself what once made you laugh. Was it a favorite comedy, a silly hobby, a friend with a quick sense of humor? Bring those moments back. Invite them into your days intentionally. Life is richer when you allow yourself to smile, to laugh, to savor moments of pure happiness without guilt or hesitation. You are never too old to dance, to joke, to laugh until your sides hurt. Joy is not a luxury. It is a necessity. And it's yours to claim every day you choose to let it in. The beautiful truth about life is that change is always possible. No matter your age, no matter how many years a habit has lived inside you, you have the power to choose a new path starting today. The first and most important step is awareness. You cannot change what you do not see. Now that you recognize the habits that may have been quietly harming your joy and connection, you have already taken the hardest step forward. The next step is kindness. Be gentle with yourself. Growth is not about blame or shame. It is about choosing better because you deserve better. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Celebrate the simple fact that you are willing to grow, then begin small. Change does not require grand gestures. It starts with little choices made daily. Choose to smile when you feel like frowning. Choose to listen a little longer before speaking. Choose to take that walk outside, to pick up the phone and reconnect, to clean out one drawer instead of feeling overwhelmed by the whole house. Small steps taken consistently create incredible transformation over time. Stay curious. Life has so much left to offer, but it reveals its gifts only to those who remain open. Try a new hobby, explore a new technology with a grandchild, read a book you would not normally choose. Every new experience keeps your spirit young. Embrace connection. Say yes when friends invite you out. Make that call you have been putting off. Tell someone you love them. Relationships require effort, but they are the greatest treasures we carry through life. Finally, hold on to hope. No matter how many seasons have passed, there are still beautiful days ahead. There are still new memories to be made, new laughter to be shared, and new strengths waiting to be discovered within you. Aging is not the end of joy. It is the invitation to deepen it, to savor it more fully, and to live it more consciously than ever before. Your best years are not behind you. They are waiting, ready to unfold with every brave, gentle step you take today. The way you age is not determined by the number of candles on your birthday cake. It is shaped by the choices you make each day, the attitude you carry, and the love you allow into your life. You are not defined by past habits. You are defined by the courage you show in choosing a better path forward. Today can be the first page of a new chapter, a chapter filled with deeper connections, greater health, more laughter, and renewed purpose. Remember, it is never too late to let go of negativity. It's never too late to open your heart to new experiences. It is never too late to heal old wounds, to strengthen your body, to brighten your spirit, and to rebuild bridges you thought were lost. Start with one small change. Smile first, listen a little longer, step into the sunlight, say yes to something new, forgive yourself, forgive someone else. Laugh out loud even when no one else is around. Each small step is a powerful declaration. It says, I'm still here, I'm still growing, I'm still choosing life. The future is not written yet, it is waiting for you, ready to be shaped by your hands, your choices, your heart. Thank you for taking this journey with us today. If this message touched you, share it with someone you care about. Sometimes the greatest gift we can offer is a reminder that life can still be full of hope, healing, and happiness at any age. Leave a comment below and share one small change you're excited to make. We would love to celebrate your journey with you, and do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another message of hope, encouragement, and inspiration. Stay strong, stay curious, stay joyful. Your best years can still be ahead.